Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Psychedelica of the Ashen Hook, and we are going to do the heroin ending today. So hold on, I gotta get the thing up. My guide, because we did Hugh. So this is weird. I'm not actually sure if you have to get the, so I don't think it matters. This was really, don't know, it won't run, okay. So, I'm actually wondering, though. I want to see something. Because in this, the guy they did it, they got Lucas up. So they saw Lucas, blah, 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 all that stuff. I wonder if we just go here, because we've done all the choices. Right? Aha, there we go. Yep. This is all we have to do. We have to come in here and say, I seek the light. So, here we go. Now we should be, because that option wasn't there before. So, I just want to make sure. Yes, girl won. Okay. The next day, practically everyone who lived in this town gathered in the square. Levon, Levi, Lawrence, Elric, and even T were there. I could see everyone's faces from where I stood. The town square was overflowing with people, and I was there at the center of it. In front of me was the Lord of the Hawk clan, Lugus, and surrounding me were many other burly men. I was undergoing a witch trial.
Do you admit to hiding your true identity and framing the Lady of the Wolves? You planted the seeds of war in this town by seducing the Lord of the Hawk clan with your witch's eye. Do I have that correct?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're blowing everything way out of proportion, buddy.
And why did you imprison the people here in this town with your snow? Answer me!
I didn't answer a single question asked of me. Oh, girl.
Why doesn't she answer? She needs to talk back to them.
Nothing will change no matter what she says. She must have decided on that.
Is she just gonna take it? Aren't we going in to help her?
Think about what would happen if you started something right now. And I don't intend to leave things as is, either.
Lawrence, are you sure about this?
Let's watch over her for now. Ah, save me, Lawrence.
Answer the question. How dare you? Have you any idea how your existence causes us?
Stop it.
But Master Lucas, never mind. Excuse me.
The interrogator couldn't help but raise his voice, but was reprimanded by Lucas. Lucas then called out to the townspeople surrounding me.
Both the Hawk and the Wolf clans were bewitched all the same. And that's how it's caused strife in this entire town with these two opposing sides. What misfortune this is.
Oh, Levi. Okay.
That bastard!
I was like, why was he calling himself a bastard? Levi was the first one to react to Lucas's speech. Levon tried desperately to stop him, but Levi continued to shout.
She didn't cause any misfortune here. At the very least, What happened to your left hand?
I stabbed myself. Levi suddenly stopped after having that pointed out. The black shadow stabbed me. I mean, it's not a lie.
It appears to have been a grave injury. Perhaps that's the doing of a witch as well.
Okay, Lucas, what the fuck?
No! I did this! Then you won't mind that I explained to everyone here how you came across that wound. What? You bastard!
Hold it in. He's serious. Lucas knew the history behind Levi's injuries. When they agreed to join together to take down Olgar, Levi revealed it. Did he? I don't remember that. Back then, Lucas was one of us, without a doubt.
Fine then. I don't need you to tell everyone. Listen up, everyone.
Stop it, Levi.
Shut up. I can't be the one running away from this.
I laughed loudly in the most insulting way I knew. The laughter echoed throughout the town square and gathered everyone's attention. No one else was laughing but me.
Spacey! Spacey.
The people who gathered there were either dumbfounded or scared of my laughter. Seems like there are people who still believe me after all is said and done. You're all so slow in the head. Hey!
What are you talking about?
I glared sharply at the two who weren't understanding the situation, and then I turned back to the crowd.
I am a witch. The witch that guided this town to ruin through misfortune.
This red eye is proof of that. I shouted as loud as I could so that everyone could hear.
I've deceived the wolves and seduced the hawks, and that was all that was necessary to turn this town into a crucible of strife. Yes, it's all of my doing.
After a brief silence, ear-piercing shouts erupted from the town square. Oh God. Are we going to sacrifice ourselves to save the town? Because you know that's basically what they told us we had to do. Like, well, you have to die. Or, because there's a piece of the jewel in my fucking eye. The fuck is that shit? Cheers, screams, shrieks. I mean, fucking hey, everybody else can live one-eyed, but I gotta carve my eyeball out and I'm gonna die? That's not fair. The fear and hatred of the whole town was directed at me. This was perfect.
So that's your answer?
Yes. I escaped the jail cell again just a little bit last night. I went to talk to Lucas on my decision. I want to end everything. I want to release this imprisoned town.
So you've decided on the path opposite of what I chose.
I'm sorry.
If you choose a different path, I will kill you. Thought I told you that.
Yes, I want you to kill me.
What do you mean by that?
I told him everything I knew. That to release this town from the Psychedelica, the Kaleido must be completed. 4 magical stones would be necessary for that. The very last one was tightly knit with my own soul. I got a shard in my eye, and that means it's tightly knit with my soul. God damn it. I needed to die for that to be extracted.
So you want me to kill you?
Yes, and I want you to do it in front of as many people as possible.
It's true that if you admit it in front of everyone, it'd be difficult for people to join the Wolf Brothers. Well, why would you purposely do this?
I like happy endings.
It's not happy for us, but okay.
The magical stone inside my eye has been crushed once. There could be a chance that it can't even be used. If by chance we use the Kaleido and the world still doesn't change, Lucas, I want you to protect the town as the hero who killed the witch. Together with Levon, Levi, and T, too. You will defeat the big bad witch, and if the hawks and wolves can join together once more, this town can live in happiness. Even if that may be short-lived. I've always loved this town. Lucas frowned.
You really are a witch.
Huh?
You're telling me to kill the woman I love in front of the townspeople?
Oh. That's why in the guide they got Lucas up. So, I mean, you do this after you do Lucas, because he's, oh. This is like a Lucas ending, too, but it's a sad Lucas ending. Okay. Oh. Of course, Levon loves us and Levi loves us, too, but we're not talking to them like this, so.
Only a witch could ask that of someone.
No, that's called a bitch, honey. I'm being noble here. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry I'm making you do this. But this is something only you can do. You did tell me that you would kill me for the sake of the town.
There's no guarantee that I'll activate the Kaleido after your death.
Right, but that's something I'll just have to believe.
You think you can believe in me?
Yes, I believe in you, Lucas.
You witch. Once the Kaleido is restored, this closed world can be released.
Yes.
After your death, all of our souls will also return to the circle of life.
Yes, that's my desire.
Very well.
Thank you. I mean, you gotta be, like, You gotta give props to Lucas here, because it takes a strong fucking person to be like, I love you, but I will fucking kill you for the, like, oh, we're putting a lot, like, we're putting a lot of weight on his shoulders, poor thing. I took Lucas's hand and gripped it tightly. No matter how it ends, a bright tomorrow should await. I want you and everyone else to walk along that path. Fuck them, let's go run away with you. Lucas continued to hold my hand and leaned against me.
I won't let you die alone. I'll follow you soon after.
Oh.
No matter which world you go to, I'll come for you. You can count on that.
That's adorable. And sad. This was perfect. Even as I heard their jeers, I thought that. There was one thing that I didn't tell Lucas. Even if everyone's souls were released, my soul would not be among them. I would die before the Kaleidovia was activated. My soul would vanish, or perhaps be imprisoned in a place they call the Abyss. You don't know that. I just wanted to see where we were in the floor. You don't know that. I mean, who knows? We don't know until the end. They told us that, but they could have told us that as a setup. There would never come a time where we could meet in another world. That's not necessarily true, because as we learned from Black Butterfly, when you die, well, this is the in-between. So you're technically dead in the real world, but when they, in Black Butterfly, when they let go, they crossed over to the other side. This is just like the fucking purgatory in between. You know what I mean? So who's to say that when you die here, you don't actually cross over? Especially if you're voluntarily sacrificing yourself. I'm just saying. You never know. Anyway. There would never come a time where our paths will cross again. I don't know if I read that, but there you go. Yes! Despise me! I made sure that Levon and Levi didn't try to help me. Detest me! I said this so everyone would think that they had been bewitched by me. Son of the wolves! The elder has been bewitched. The younger has been crazed. I wanted the curtain to fall properly. By the red-eyed witch. That was all I could do for now. No, we're not. Spacey, why? Those two voices were overpowered by the louder shouts. You cannot kill me! You will never kill me! I'm reading it and it sounds so fake. You cannot kill me! You will never kill me! The interrogator paled as he dropped to his knees in fear. I drew out a sword from the hilt on his waist. Eek! Oh! He wouldn't eek. Eek! It was not a ceremonial sword, but a real one. I glared at Lucas. Lucas also drew his sword. He's actually got like a kind of an adorable face right now. The cries of fear and anger of the crowd increased further as we faced each other. Ha! I swung with all of my strength, but he easily deflected it. We already know we can't beat him, but this is for show. Master Lucas! Please stand back. We'll take care of it.
Don't interfere. But... She's mine. I won't let anyone interfere.
To kill the person you love. Oh, Lucas. Thank you. I actually didn't care who killed me as long as the Kaleidovia was activated after my death. That was just a selfish wish of mine. If I was going to die, I wanted to die by Lucas's hands. I wanted my life to be taken from the one I trusted. It was a tiny wish, but it would take a miracle for that to come true. Oh, this is so sad. Yes, this was my first and last selfish wish. Please, the sword.
Spacey!
I held the sword high. In the next instant, I saw a flash of light coming towards me. Oh, that's so tragically sad. Oh, I don't feel bad for us. I feel bad for Lucas. I'm like, oh, Lucas, you poor thing. Like, I feel bad for him, not us.
That's like a look of anger and pain right there. He's like, I'm going to kill you. And I don't want to. I'm mad at you. And I'm just.
Like, poor thing. Lucas's sword swung through me. Losing my strength, I dropped to my knees. I then fell into the cold stone pavement. I felt the heat flowing out of my pierced chest. A red puddle oozed out from the center of my body. It was my blood. There's so much. Lucas. As the blood spread, I could feel my body growing colder. I wanted to tell him not to worry, but I couldn't seem to speak. In exchange, I made an awkward, distorted smile. Thank you. I'm counting on you. Amidst that, something cold touched my cheek. The snow was falling again. It quietly fell on top of my spreading blood.
Why?
Oh, I feel so bad for all of them.
Spacey? Brother, Spacey. No!
No.
Spacey.
Oh, I feel so bad for all of them. Oh, it's heartbreaking.
No! No! No!
Oh. All of our little preciouses. I feel so bad for all of them right now. It's okay. You'll be free. T's voice felt so far away. She was remembering me. She was crying for me. I'm sorry. You finally regained your memory, too. I'm sorry you saw this side of me. All the sounds around me started to fade. My vision gradually blurred and darkened. And amidst that, something white was mixed into view. Something beautiful that fluttered. Butterflies. Oh, it was snow. I was like, white butterflies? That's what happened when you float off to the other side. They looked like flower petals. When spring came, maybe we could finally see real flower petals. Even if I couldn't see anymore, at least I would pray. I would pray that spring would come to all. The tiny snowdrop flowers declared the coming of spring. A line went through my right eye. Something fell from it. Ah, the stone.
So, like, how do we know they go back? Because we can't, like, narrate this, so, I mean.
Everyone remained silent amid the snowfall. It was as if one world had ended right before their eyes. The snow fell equally onto everyone's heads there. One boy was the first to notice there was something warm mixed in it. Rain? Oh,
It's a flower.
flower petals? Pure white flower petals that could be mistaken for snow were in the boy's palm.
Poor Ashen Hawk. What happens to him? He's already dead. Like, he's a ghost in this world. So if we go back to the real world, he's dead. So, like, bye, Ashen Hawk. I mean, you don't even get a chance. Like,
It's better this way, but I looked up at the sky. The snow had stopped. In its place, flower petals danced. They gave off a white glow. Enthralled by the fantastic sight, many people were speechless. One part cracked. The path had been opened. All thanks to the young Lord of the Hawks carrying the corpse of the witch in his arms. A man and woman descended from the stage amid the petals dancing in the air. All the while they received this blessing from the sky as well as the dread from the people. He walked along the pure white path leading to the church. She's dead. I killed her. I killed the woman I loved with my own hands. It's obviously Lucas, but I don't want to read it in his voice. It's gonna hurt me. This was what the woman I loved wanted. She cried at the very end. I wiped her tears with my fingertips. She was already cold. I picked up a fallen stone where her tears had fallen. It was the magical stone dyed red from her blood. It seemed the woman's soul had been severed from it. She didn't breathe, nor could I hear her heartbeat. But I'll go with you. I will grant your wish. At the very least, watch me undertake it from my side. I picked her up. I remember doing this once before. It's when I helped you after you fell into the river. You've gotten much lighter since then. You took a step and the people opened a path for me. When did we fall in the river? I don't remember that. That's right. Move out of the way. I won't let anyone interfere with her. Oh, right. When Levi stabbed us. Okay, never mind. Right. Yeah, no, okay, I got it. I was like, when the fuck did we fall in the river? Never mind. Yeah. I won't let anyone interfere with her last wish. The one she gave her life for.
The Kaleidovia.
It was placed right in the middle of the chapel. They really did take away the trouble of finding it. I laid down the woman's corpse and moved closer to the Kaleidovia. I'll do his voice when he's speaking, but I can't do it the whole rest of the way. It's gonna hurt too much, so sorry. You're just gonna have to suffer. So I don't have to.
I mean, I could try to do his voice. I guess I could do it like this. It's not going to be his voice, but it's okay. It's something.
I only thought of it as a tasteless ornament when I saw it at the masquerade. No, I can't do that for the whole thing. Okay, anyway. But it looked completely different now. It even glowed. It was beautiful. I could honestly say that from the bottom of my heart. I'll now activate this by using the 4 magical stones. I have one of them. Another one fell from her eye earlier. And the other one, here it is. What was supposedly taken away from the younger brother of the wolf was found right beside the Kaleidovia. And the last...
Lucas! You're late.
You bastard! You killed Spacey! Just as I thought, they came on their own accord. The last stone should be held by the elder of the 2 brothers of the wolf.
I need a favor.
No one's given you anything!
Wait, Levi.
Don't stop me! He's crying! An orphan of the church and a priest, too. Did they follow me here? Why are you crying?
Me? Now that they mention it, my face is wet. I see. Apparently I was crying.
Can't do his voice perfectly, so we're just gonna have to suffer through it anyway.
I don't remember the last time I shed tears.
Something must have happened between you and Spacey.
What's going on? Just listen to me. This is her last wish. I told them everything I learned the night before. That's her wish. That is her desire. And this is the path she chose.
Give me the fucking stone, Levon! No, Spacey died for that? Give me a break. Why did you tell us this after everything was over? Why didn't you tell us earlier? Now she's...
She must have thought that we couldn't kill her. This is her choice.
It was. I'm dead, sweetie. Oh, sweetie. Pats on head. Oh, wait, ready? Pat, pat, pat. I'm dead, honey. It isn't my choice anymore. It was.
Levon! Lucas. Spacey. Oh.
Okay, good. Spacey. It's not... There's no actual punctuation, though. It's just my name.
Spacey chose you. Not me or Levi. Lucas, you're...
Damn it! This is terrible!
I ask you again. I want to grant her last wish. I can't go back on my word.
Of course. If you break that promise, I'll kill you next. I'm sorry. That was actually kind of funny because he was like, I'll fucking kill you next. I killed a lot of people. Anyway. Look at his face like, I'll kill you next. Oh, well, I guess I'm still a little stabby inside. Oh.
Take this. That's the last magical stone. Milan handed over his ring. Now the Kaleidovia could be activated. Too old for this shit. But I won't be the one to activate it. I want you to do it. There's something else I must do.
He's gonna go kill himself. Oh.
I looked at the woman I laid down. She made one lie last night. There was one thing she kept secret. Her soul would not be released. Our paths in the other worlds would never cross.
Oh. We broke his precious little heart. Oh. Lucas.
Is that true?
Yes. Souls who have died in the closed world can't go to the same place you do. Okay. All right. I was like, wait, but that's not okay. So technically, though, in Black Butterfly, you're right. We didn't kill those people. Those people willingly let go. But if we willingly let go, I mean, who knows? Maybe we willingly let go. I'm just trying to be helpful here. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I feel bad for them if we're dead. That's what it is. I don't feel bad for me being dead. I feel more bad in a bad ending when, like, the person you love dies. Like, if Lucas died, I'd be like, no! If it does, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for him, but I'm okay with this. Like, I don't want to live the person I love. That's sad. I don't love anyone, so, like, it doesn't matter. But you know what I mean? Like, it's sad. I don't want to do that, so. A Spacey soul will forever be imprisoned in the abyss.
The man who used to be Haku appeared out of nowhere after I bid farewell to her last night.
And that's all I wanted to say to you.
Wait, why did you tell me?
Spacey chose her path knowing that. It's not fair for you to be the only one that doesn't know.
Is that all?
If I had to choose, I like tragedies, but I don't want them. Even if the chance of that is so low.
He said incomprehensible things before leaving. I love that everyone's like, he just babbles and we don't know what he's talking about.
I love Hugh. He confuses everyone.
Did she plan to sacrifice herself?
Oh.
I will let her. I will bring back her soul with me.
He's going to the abyss.
I drew my sword. This was the sword that pierced you. Oh, I didn't even wipe off the blood yet. It's still red.
You were traumatized. It's okay.
But that's fine. Now it's your turn. Your blood will pierce my body.
He's going to stab himself. They're all like in the church. Wait, what?
The same place you were pierced. My heart.
Man, that's got to be hard because that's a long sword. Is he going to the abyss to save? That's so sweet. Just like Benny Yuri did for, was it Manchiro? I don't know. I'm falling. I felt like I was pushing against water as I fell slowly into the abyss. I don't know who we are, so I soon couldn't discern whether I was falling or floating. I had no idea. The darkness made the boundaries around me ambiguous. Did my body still exist? I waved my hand in front of my eyes, but saw nothing. Could it be because I had no hands? I peeled my eyes open, but I couldn't see. Could it be because I have no eyes? I was losing it all. Everything that formed me was being taken away. My body, my thoughts, my emotions, all of it was vanishing. It doesn't really matter who we are, because this is true for both of them, if you think about it. Everything that comprised my being was vanishing. Was I going to disappear? For all of eternity? Could you just imagine this for all of eternity? Just that? Something touched my fingertips. Fingers. That's right. I had fingers. From there were my hands. Then my arms. My shoulders and my body was connected there. The finger bone's connected to the hand bone. I don't know. I don't know what I mean, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's what we're doing right now. Something was pulling on me. A hand that wasn't mine was touching my cheek. And I could tell that there was a face there. Eyes, nose, and a mouth, too. What I was about to lose was coming back to me. It was myself once more. Who was it? Who was the one pulling me? Who was the one that allowed me to remember who I was? I blinked and looked around me in the darkness. I knew it. It was him. He came straight for me. He really came all the way here. Cute! No, we know it's Lucas, but still. See? Oh, yeah, see, this is exactly what happened with Betty Erie and, like, Monchito, but she, like, let him go at one point. But we were, like, under the water in the lake. And this exactly is like we're under the water in the lake, which is just really weird and, like, very... But anyway.
Told you I would come for you, Spacey.
He called us Spacey, not Spacey. He gave us a girl name. Everybody else is like,
I love you, Jed. I want you so hard.
Well, that's interesting. I mean... Because when they say Spacey, either way, it's like, it's not masculine or feminine. It just is what it is. But, like, when you remember that the Spacey, the question mark is her boy name, and then all of them are like, I love you, Spacey. It's kind of sexy. But this time he's like, Spacey! You're like, oh, he called us whatever our girl name is. All capital exclamation point Spacey. The light of the sun filled my vision. He pulled me out. That's so nice of him. Okay, hi. Could we get our eyeballs back? Because this hurts. Woo! Epilogue. Oh, do we get to see the real world? Do we make it back? The epilogue is just all whiteness. Sun! No snow. Look, it's bright and blue. It's the same fucking street as in fucking Black Butterfly. I knew that wasn't our fucking world. All right, I feel better about this. Like, this is the same fucking street where Benny Erie Spacey fucking lived. Whoopsie. Also, no, it's just that one. It's so funny because I look at it, I'm like, I feel like it was in some other game, but I'm pretty sure it was just that one, and it's just that familiar where you're like, bam, like, oh my god, I feel like we just looked at this, but we didn't. I don't know if it's supposed to be or if they just use the same backdrop, but it is the same motherfucking street, so I'm just saying. Flowers were blooming. It's already spring. This was the first one I would greet in this town ever since my move here during the winter. And that is a butterfly, motherfucker. What the fuck, yo? You better snap out of it or you'll be late. I don't know who's talking to me. Oh, sorry. Me, it's me. I urged me to keep her place. I'm pretty sure that looks just like fucking Benny Erie. What was her name? What was her actual fucking name? Because we called her Spacey and she was Benny Erie in Black Butterfly World, but that was her name. This is, okay, so this is why you don't change their names to Spacey, because it doesn't know. Because it's not going to ask, like, hey, what did you name Benny Erie? Because then you'd be like, well, that's obvious. Oh, snap, motherfucker! Oh. But then is she going to be like, I had a friend named Kaguya once, and you're like, oh my god, I know him! But he went by Lawrence when I knew him. Oh, that still makes me so fucking sad, though. Anyway, I urged me to keep her pace. We became friends right after I transferred to her school. She took care of me, and every morning we went to school together like this. You like flowers? Not really, but I lived in a cold place, so I didn't get to see them a lot. I smiled and nodded. I enjoyed our small talk as we walked along the street, blooming abundantly with flowers. How does she know how to function in the modern world, though? Because everything she ever knew was Ashen Hawk world. It was the Psychedelica world. Like, everything she ever knew. And, like, if you think about it, that's kind of fucking weird. So what you're saying is if Benny Erie and all the boys lived there, were there for, like... When they came back out, it'd been like, oh, they'd only been in comas for, like, weeks or whatever. Maybe a week or two. Like, Monchito was in there for, like, 10 fucking years. He actually aged. But I'm confused now because Lawrence is like a 30-year-old fucking man. But he's still so that's fucking weird. But we're in there for like 17 years. You know what? I'm not even going to ask. The timeline doesn't matter. It matters to me. It matters to me. I need the details. Like, how the fuck did this work? You're supposed to be like, it doesn't matter, Space. It doesn't matter. It does. It does, though. I need answers. Anyway. Oh, after school, we can stop by somewhere. Sure, but where? Aki's birthday's coming up, so I wanted to get a present. Oh my god! Karazuba! Oh! Okay, can you please show all of our fucking black butterfly boys? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'll be like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, except for poor Kaguya. But we saw him. We got to spend time with him. It's okay. Oh, Akihimeno? Are you sure I should be going with you? Yeah, I wouldn't know what to pick if I went alone. Can you come with me? You two are really close, aren't you? Oh, and what was that again? Those twins from Nagi High School. Takuya and Kazuya? Oh, God, my heart. I can't handle this. Oh, I love this. This is why this is the canon ending. This is so good. I love it so much. Yeah, them. How are they recently? They've been busy. Everyone is doing fine. I smiled happily. She seemed to be so happy when she talked about her childhood friends. It made me want to smile too. What about ours? We made small talk and I noticed a man walking towards us from the opposite side. Next to him was a boy with fluffy hair. Oh god. We continued talking and laughing. The sidewalk was wide enough that we didn't have to move over to let the other pass. We simply passed each other by. Please fucking tell me. Oh my god! I was like, wait a minute. Oh my god. This little baby Kaguya. Why is he a child and Hikage is an adult? I was really hoping when it said a boy and a man and a boy, I was like, please tell me it's Lawrence and fucking Elric. And it is, but like, it's the Hokage version and fucking baby Kaguya. Oh my god. Why is he a kid? Whoa, wait a minute. Why were they reversed in the... That's so bizarre. Oh my god, no, I know. Because when he went in, this was him. So when we broke Psychedelica and he came out, he's still baby. He's baby Natsuki. Oh my god, I can't handle this. I love this so much. I do almost wish we did this last, but I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but I read in a guide somewhere that the Traveler ending didn't unlock until you did this. But I don't know. We didn't try, so maybe. Oh, be still my heart. I love this so much. Anyway. And there were these huge castle ruins over the lake. Oh, that manor? I heard it was demolished a while back. Yeah, but I wish I could have seen it. I heard there were some rare butterflies around there. Oh my god, I love you so much. Rare butterflies. Is that why my sister suddenly wanted to go? Oh, yeah, it's because I told her. Whatever. I promised to take her there during the next day off, so you can go and explain what kind of butterflies they are to her. You sure? Yay! Then how about next Saturday? Oh my god, I love him. I want to squeeze him so much. You precious, precious thing. The two of them passed by us, but I stopped in my tracks for some reason. Those two... What? I looked at me strangely. No, I thought I knew them, but maybe it was just my imagination. It's not as good as Natsuki getting out back in the Beniuri days, but I'm still so happy that he's out and he gets to live his life again. Oh my god. And that means Usagi's not a rabbit anymore. I turned toward the two. She stared at them until they disappeared from view. She then mumbled to herself. Maybe you're destined to be together. Destined? Yeah, maybe you were lovers in a previous life. That kind of thing. No, honey. You were kind of lovers in a past life. You're a hopeless romantic, aren't you? You know what's funny? She should have looked. I almost wish she had said something like, he reminds me of someone I knew when I was little. Like, so we could be like, oh, because of it. What's wrong? Your face is all red. Can you not say stuff like that? You know you got a handsome face, so when you talk like that... Handsome? That's not a nice way to describe me. I'm a girl, after all. Oh! We're getting that ending? Nice. When we Spacey and Spacey together. Well, I never thought in a game that I'd be hooking up with my prior self. That's really weird. But okay. When we approached the school, the town got livelier. I love this ending. Life here was convenient, but I missed the natural scenery from where I used to live. Huh, little brother. Oh God, I heard a man waiting for the signal to turn while he talked on his phone. Seems like I'm going to get a much younger brother. Seems like I'm going to get a much younger brother. Yeah, I know. I'll visit you when I get a long weekend. Yeah, you take care too, Mom. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to meeting my baby brother. I wasn't planning on eavesdropping, but he must have been talking to his family. I was an only child, so I didn't know how it felt to have siblings. But that man looked happy about it. Come on, we're really going to be late. I really thought for a second when he said younger brother, I was like, oh my God, Levon and Levi. Sorry. The signal had already turned green, and I was in the middle of the crosswalk waving at me. Maybe I was daydreaming because it was spring. It seemed like I'm becoming so scatterbrained. How does she explain 17 years of her life before now and, like, not knowing anything about the real world? But then she obviously doesn't remember. She's like, I know them somehow, but she doesn't remember, but she... Are we not going to get any answers to, like... Because we saw the backstory, but then I'm like, did that really happen? Because we also know that, like, you know, Black Butterfly started like, this was our life. We fell in a lake, ended up in a mansion, and then we came back here. And so she's like saying we were living in some weird town with witches and like medieval times, whatever. And now I'm here? Like, and that's not, the fuck does a toilet work? You know what I'm saying? Like, she just knows how, like, fucking use a calculator and shit. There are people that grew up in the modern times that don't know how to use a calculator. So I'm just saying. Okay, calculator's pretty fucking easy, but you know, anyway. I looked at my watch and saw that I could still barely make it on time. I jogged over to the school gates. I was okay, but I wasn't the athletic type. I felt sorry for making her run, too. Again. Because I was still absent-minded while running, I almost bumped into someone near the school gates. Whoa! Uh-oh. His strong hand held my shoulder gently. Thanks to that, we didn't collide. Well, Lucas is here. Sorry, I was in a hurry. Not a problem. He was a head taller than me. He was wearing a uniform, so maybe we were the same age? I didn't recognize him. Are you sure you don't need to get in? You're going to be late. He was supposed to be, like, several years older than us, but sure. Oh, yeah, what about you? I'm going to the teacher's office. I just transferred here today. Oh, really? Nice to meet you, then. Yeah, pleasure's all mine. They don't remember each other. Hey, hurry! I was yelling at me from the shoe lockers. Oh, wait for me! I'm on my way! That's so cute. They have shoe lockers at Japanese schools. Makes it so much easier. You don't have to buy shoes. Ah, is that Hugh? Of course it's Hugh. Look at the fucking thing. The souls have crossed paths once more in reality. Oh, Hugh! Even if all memory has been lost, the path continues on through generations. And this brings the story to its heart-wringing ending. The choice of the girl has ended one world, but a kind and warm power is blessed by the flowers, guiding the souls to where the sun shines once more. But what happened to everyone else? The witch vanishes and the beasts dance with joy, just like that story. And they lived happily ever after. Oh, fucking course you ended that way. That was great. Oh my God. And he just turns into butterflies and flies away. Oh! So, but we have no idea what happened to Levon and Levi. Are we supposedly saying Levon and Levi were like, Levon was like the dude talking to his mom on the phone and Levi's is like, I mean, we can imagine that. You know what I mean? But, oh my God. That was great. I am happy with that ending. Oh, they still give you Lucas. That's actually so adorable. I love that so much. Mostly because baby Kaguya got out and he's not stuck there. And that's the canon ending. So, like, the best ending was the canon ending in Black Butterfly, and Kaguya was like, I'm already dead, so I'm just gonna stay here. Bye. And, like, Monshiro was, well, I can't remember which one was Takuya and which one's Kazuya. Kazuya was Monshiro, right? Whatever. Oh, he magically woke up, and the twins and Aki, we're all, oh yay, we're all happy. Okay, all 4 of us, but fucking Kaguya stayed dead, and that made me sad as shit. I'm sorry, Natsuki. Natsuki stayed dead, and that made me sad. But then we did the summer school ending. I was like, I'm gonna pretend that's canon. So clearly, I know it wasn't, obviously, which makes it so depressing in this. It is a little weird, though, that in this, Lawrence and Elric kind of switched ages. And Elric was a child, even though you know he was Hokage, who was older, and then Lawrence. And then when they come out, but if you think about it, like, I mean, they had to do that because if they made, I mean, Lawrence could have been an adult in that work because he's been there for forever, and like Monshiro aged from being a child to being the same age as us when we ended up in there, right? So, like, 17 years later, how Elric managed to end up being a child when he was another, whatever. But otherwise, it would have been too obvious. And even though they kept hinting at it and they kept giving you, like, slap-in-the-face clues, if you weren't really paying attention, you might not have, you know what I mean? You'd be like, that's a little, wait. I feel like you should have gotten it. I feel like there's no way you should have been confused about that because it was a magic slap across the face, constantly pointing out the rabbit. Except for they didn't call her Usagi, but they called her rabbit. They're siblings. And look at his moles. He's got 2 moles. I mean, I guess if you played it years apart, you might not remember. Because I'm not good at remembering, like, what the hell happened in the first game? Like, I don't remember certain things that happened. You know what I mean? But that was like, oh, I'm like, yeah, that was a Hokage thing. Oh, wait a minute. And then the Lawrence thing, you're like, yeah, okay. Now I get. Okay, I ruined it literally right off the bat as soon as I opened the game case. Because I, like, pulled them out. I'm like, Lawrence automatically made me think of fucking Kaguya. And lo and behold, right? So anyway. But yes, I like that ending. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy. They got out. We'll just pretend that the guy talking to his mom on the phone was Levon and Levi. And okay, that they're there too, and somehow they're not our age. But it doesn't matter because we don't remember them. You know? They just feel sad that. Of course, then again, if you think about it, we went into the abyss and we were supposed to, and Lucas came in, and when he pulled us out of the abyss, we somehow ended up in this version of the real world, and maybe everybody else went on to live in the medieval times version of the real world. How we explain that we, like, 17 years of our lives, we don't have memories, I don't know, but I guess we're not supposed to know, or. Because I'm really just thinking the Traveler ending is not going to give us these answers. But anyway, we're going to do that next. So we'll start that in the next part. Oh, of course, this is what I should be doing. Why didn't I do this? I'm so sorry. I didn't get a gallery picture up. Somebody's screaming at me right now like, where the fuck is that gallery picture? Let's go find our us in the real world. I want this one. I'm sorry. I want this one. I know that there's this one. I know that, and somebody but I want this one. Because we. Look, Lawrence doesn't get to have one of these, like, screens up because we don't have an ending with him, which just made me extremely disappointed. But it's funnier because that's even more of a clue. When there's, like, no Lawrence ending, but they put a Lawrence card in there, you're like, huh. Although he is a main character, and they did the same thing in Black Butterfly with Usagi. She had a card. But you really only have, well, you technically have 4 guys. You have a Tower Overlord ending, but you don't really get to romance him because he's kind of like your uncle dad, which is just weird. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I love this so much. Oh, look at little baby Natsuki. He gets to live his little life over again. I'm so excited about that. Anyway, so yeah, I will see you guys next time. We'll start in the Traveler ending. That probably will take a couple parts just because it's got a lot more chapters, so we'll do that, and then hopefully all of the other little short stories will unlock, because they're not unlocked yet, but I think maybe you have to do the Traveler ending first. I would have preferred to read those little short stories because they're pertinent to Hugh, but like I said, maybe you can't do it until you do Traveler, so anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.